Hello and welcome to the Grey Cat. Git Workspaces was something that I always wanted to learn but couldn't find time to do that. A couple of months ago I was attending a workshop from Egghead.io and I was really surprised to see how the author used this small CLI tool to navigate from branch to branch in no time. It made me wonder what kind of CLI he used and I looked it up. It turned out to be the CLI of his own writing, which is called WT, and it kind of simplifies the way we use Worktrees. It takes like 10 minutes to master, but after all, it boosts productivity so much that you will never go back. In this video tutorial, I'm going to briefly demonstrate you how to use it, and I hope it's going to change the way you work as well. Alright, so the first thing we have to do is to install this tool globally so that it's available in the terminal. If you go to the npm page of the tool, the first thing you can see here is the installation command. I'm not really the big fan of PNPs, so I'm using npm for this. I have the tool installed already. And boom, it's been reinstalled again. So now I have WT command available here. Ls or list is just for listing your existing workspaces here, Worktrees. I don't have anything yet, so it's empty, but it will output something. So now imagine you need to create a new branch and start working on a new feature. Typically you would type here something like git checkout new branch blah blah blah, but that's not what you're gonna do. The best way you can do is to type a command like this: wt new, the branch name, -i, and the install command, the package manager command. So let's see what happens. So basically what it did, it created a new Worktree and ran the installation command. It pulled the packages. And just to demonstrate how this works, I'm currently in this Versal AI Basics demo. That's the main branch, the root directory. And it created a new directory for the branch, and it opened a new instance of cursor for it. So if I'm going to zoom it in and open a new terminal here and type the pwd, that's where I'm going to end up. I'm in a completely new folder, which is called the base project name plus the branch name. I have a separate node modules folder now, so I'm in a completely different realm now, and I can work separately from what I was doing before. So I can type something here like this. I've corrected some typos and I'm going to let it go in. Now I can switch back to the main branch, and that's working in the background and it's not interfering with what I do. I can create a different branch here and I can use Cloud Code to work on something else instead, and I can even work on something different myself. That's the power of Worktrees. I can switch between stuff without wasting a minute. That's amazing. Alright, so the next thing I want to show you is how to work with PRs. But before I do, there's one thing you need to know. You must have GitHub CLI installed and configured on your device. If you're on Mac, you can use the commands on the screen, or visit cli.github.com for further instructions. Imagine a situation where you're working on something and then your colleague pings you on Slack and says, I need you to check out my work real quick. And what you would typically do is just scrape your progress and check out elsewhere, check his PR, run it locally and stuff like that. That would disrupt you. The WT tool provides this useful command for checking out PRs. So basically what you do, you type WTPR and then you just check out your PRs folder. Here I have this sample one from my pet. And you copy the PR number from the URL. So we are just about to check out the PR number 1 and the same about PNPM. It's going to install the dependencies and open cursor again in the new environment with this PR checked out. And it doesn't work because I forgot to copy the env file with the API keys. Now that I have done this, it's working. And note that I have 3 instances of VS Code open now, and I have 3 different branches checked out. How amazing is that? It's good to be back to the main branch. Now if I run wtls, I can see I have 3 separate branches and 3 separate folders. And if I run the disk space, I can see that my current folder, the main one, takes 76 megabytes. That's not much, but that's because the project is so small. And if you are working on a big project, it might take gigabytes. Sooner or later, you'll run out of space on your SSDs. So apparently you need a good way to get rid of all those branches, especially if you don't need them. So for this, you just type wtrm and then you just copy the feature of the branch. For instance, this PR has been merged, allegedly, and you don't need to have it locally. So that's how the security system works. If there are some uncommitted changes or modified files, it won't let you. Now let's try to do this again. Everything has been done instantly. And there's a shortcut to remove everything. It's called wt purge. So if you just type it in, it's going to remove all of the work trees. And now it's asking me to confirm because I have some modifications uncommitted from the AI. And yeah, now we are back where we started. So that's how easy it is to use the work trees with the CLI command. The only config option available here is to set the default editor. So if you run something like wt-config set editor, you should be able to type a name like WebStorm. And the next time you create a new Worktree, it will open the folder in this editor instead. So that was it. It wasn't so much to learn, but the way it simplifies working with branches and PRs is groundbreaking. If you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that right stuff that people ask you at the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one.